One of the biggest mistakes people make in customer service is by telling customers, that's our policy. If you say that, the conversation may just go downhill. The customer can become frustrated, defensive, and sometimes even angry. But here's the interesting part. Most customers are not actually against policies. They're against how those policies are communicated. So today, let's break this down in a simple, practical way. The first thing you need to understand is this. Always start with empathy. Before you explain any rule, acknowledge the customer's feelings. Instead of saying you can't do that, let them understand why that would be frustrating. That one sentence can completely change the direction of the entire conversation. This is because people always want to feel heard before they're corrected. The second way to explain company policy to customers is not sounding like a policy document. Customers don't care about internal language. It may sound cold or distant. Instead, simplify it by saying, we're only able to do this within 7 days to keep things fair for everyone. The third way to explain company policy to customers is by explaining reasons. This is where trust is built. When you give a reason, the policy stops feeling like a restriction and starts making sense. For example, we do this to make sure every customer gets quality service. Finally, take ownership and use the right tone. Remember that customers don't separate you from the company. So let them know how such issues will be resolved and that you will make sure it's processed smoothly for them. A calm, patient, and respectful tone is your secret weapon. So remember this simple formula: empathy, explanation, alternatives, and support. When you follow these steps, policies don't have to be frustrating, but can actually build trust. Thank you for watching. If you find this interesting, please remember to like, share, and follow for more.